So this last conversion takes a little bit more advanced look at the conversion of a image to black and white using some of the techniques that we haven't talked a lot about in this class. We're going to get into talking about what are known as layers in the next module. But for now I'm just going to show you a quick tutorial and you can play around with this and just have some fun with it until we delve into this a little bit more. So to make a black and white image out of this photograph, we are actually going to find our channels window. So we go underneath window and we select channels, and that comes up as a window that looks like that. And basically what this window does is it represents the three channels that make up our image. So a digital image is made up of red, green, and blue pixels that are sandwiched or squeezed together to create an RGB file. And that RGB file uses red, green, and blue to mix together to create all of the visible colors that we see in a digital image. So basically what we're going to do is we are going to split those channels apart. So there's a little tiny arrow in the upper right hand corner of this window here, and if you pull that down it is going to split the channels, and it's going to split the channels into their black and white equivalents. So you can see now we have on these tabs here at the top the three different versions of this image. So we've got the blue channel representation of it, the green channel, and the red channel representation of it. If you scroll through these, and by the way, you can just grab any one of these tabs and pull it out of that locking mechanism at the top of the screen, and you can separate these three into three different windows. And so we can look at any one of these individual channels and see if we like anything about it, if it's worthy of us exploring a little bit more. So we can kind of play around with our level slider, and again come up with a pretty decent black and white image out of any one of these split channels. The one interesting thing is we can actually merge these channels back together by holding down the Shift key, going into our toolbox and selecting the Move tool. So we're holding down the Shift key, we're selecting the Move tool, and then we're taking an image and dragging it onto another one. So I'm going to take this red channel black and white representation and drag that onto the green while holding the Shift key down. When I do that, the two images are blended together. And then if you go over to the layers window, so you can see that what happened was that green layer was put below that red layer, so it's actually two photographs sandwiched together in one, kind of like a club sandwich or a double-decker sandwich. And we can turn on or off that front or top red layer. So we can see the green layer behind, the red layer in front. And here's the cool thing. If we go into this opacity window here and pull it down so there's a little slider, if you push that to the left a little, what we're doing now is blending that lower channel, so the green, and the upper channel, the red, into two different photographs, or into one complete photograph. So we're actually kind of playing around with a mixture of the two channels.